Hi, welcome back to our channel, The Explanation Pro. Today, we will explain an awesome movie called A Summer in La Goulette. Spoiler ahead. Watch out and take care. The background of the film is the pending Arab-Israeli war, although this is not mentioned until the end of the film. The movie starts in La Goulette, a tourist seaside resort in Tunisia near Carthage, North Africa. Tunisia is now independent of France, the Arabs have assumed control, but other religions continue to exist and are respected. When family members are taking a nap, a small boy named Tom wakes up. He is trying to get out of the house secretly so that nobody wakes up. He reaches outside the house. Nino Furset and Chao Chu secretly go to take another friend with him who is sleeping next to his sister. All four of them spend the day out as this is the time of the summer holidays. They secretly visit Hatch's home, who is an old holy man. He sets off to Mecca twice but never reached it. There Chao Chu tells that Hajj is a magician and he had 7 wives before but he killed and buried them right here. In the next scene, some girls are working on a wedding dress at a town boutique owned by Madame Casanova. There, Casanova appreciated the hard work and perfection of those 3 girls working on wedding dresses. There is a photo hanging on the wall. She was Latifa who dies out of suicide. Some people suggest Casanova remove Latifa's photo from there. She refuses to do so by saying suicide is a sin in their religion also. But this girl committed suicide not by choice. Casanova displays her generosity by saying whoever works there in her boutique will always remain in her heart no matter what. They are the 3 lovely 17-year-old rural girls. They are close friends who are talking about love and intimacy. Gigi tells them her friend's boyfriend took her to a movie and they enjoyed it in the theater itself. All of them are curious about how it feels as they never experienced it. Mariam and Gigi think girls should experience this before marriage. Tina says her father will kill her if she ever did such a thing. Both of them tell her he will never find out. They go to church where all of them ask for courage and womanhood. They want to experience pleasure within a month as they all pray. A woman listens to them secretly. As they come back from sewing classes, their brothers tell them the big news that Maxo Delan is back from Italy. He is the cousin of Gigi and very handsome. His family is celebrating his welcome, while the other girls are excited to see him back here. Mariam's mother is preparing food as Hajj is invited for lunch. Mariam asks permission from his mother to go to the beach with her friends. The sole modern transistor radio in the village that can receive Radio Beirut is owned by the local idiot. He keeps the villagers informed of the situation while they continue to listen to their old valve radios for local news while playing cards, drinking, and reminiscing about the good old days. In the next scene, we see Daxo is enjoying with his friends at the beach. For once, Gigi's eyes met with Daxo's eyes. Gigi has a crush on Daxo from the beginning. Daxo also knows this. Gigi is taking it easy because Daxo has a girlfriend back in Italy. Mariam's family is having dinner in the next scene. Tate, who is Hajj's assistant, also arrives at Mariam's home. When they ask about how her marriage broker business is going on, she replies like, "It couldn't be worse. If it keeps up, she will go bankrupt." Wasila sent a special dish for all of them. Hajj, who is an Orthodox Muslim, refuses to eat that dish. Mariam's mother talks bitterly to him about his hatredness for other communities. Youssef scolds her for being rude to Hajj. He further says her to be grateful for Hajj as he is the owner of the house and behaves well only with them. When Hajj goes to wash their hands in the bathroom, he opens the shower room. He gets shocked to see Mariam bathing naked. He is overjoyed and cannot stand it anymore. Next, we see a couple of boys secretly watching Gigi and Tina playing with water half-nakedly. Mariam serves tea to her father Youssef and asks permission to go out with her friends. He agrees to it but tells her to take her brother too. Youssef, a ticket collector in railways, goes to his friend's restaurant where he hears people talking ill about Jews. They further say that Jews are incapable of being sincere. They're like double-edged swords. He lectures them about Tunisia's freedom struggle and Jews' contribution to it. He concludes it by saying it's all about patriotism, not religion. The Muslim Youssef, the Jewish Jojo, and Giuseppe, who happens to be a Catholic, all live in a cordial and friendly way with their families in the same apartment building in a small coastal city of La Goulette. At night, Mariam is having dinner with her friends at a restaurant. Hajj unusually looks at her. Gigi tells her friends that they cannot lose their virginity if they sit like this. She further tells them we should go with any first boys we meet. As they come out, 3 city loafers ask them for a party. Those boys assure them that they have a private room at Lucia's wedding place. When these girls instantly agreed, those boys get shocked. Here, at Lucia's wedding, her parents happily invite everyone. The famous Claudia Cardinali is also invited to the wedding. Since she left La Goulette at the age of 18, rumors of Claudia Cardinali's return have remained unfounded. All the gathering enjoy delicious food and wine. Hadja's eyes are constantly sighting for Mariam. He cannot help but look for her all time. All gathering starts to dance to the music. Hadj is not getting distracted by beautiful women as his heart is fixed on Mariam. One boy comes and takes the 3 girls with him to a party. The boys prepare a small party in the private room. They prepare juices, to which they mix liquor and offer to girls. Hadj is looking for Mariam but cannot find her. Girls are enjoying parties with new friends. They choose boys according to their wishes. Hadj is looking for them in every room as they turn off lights and start doing what they want. Hadj takes their parents and raids the room. Guys run away immediately. Fathers start abusing their daughters for their acts. All of them get beaten and warned by their parents not to step outside the house. Their fathers, Youssef, Jojo, and Giuseppe, who are old friends, start quarreling among themselves. Those 3 boys are hiding inside a closed metal shop. One of their friends tells them that the girls' father's looking for them to kill. Here Hadj asks Tate if he heard Youssef's daughter is not a virgin anymore. She says she doesn't know and we will have a way to find out. Girls are sleeping in their homes all the time as they are missing their friends badly. Tina hates the country and wants to go away. Mariam's mother wakes her up and teaches her how to wear a veil. Tate visits Gigi's home. Ad shows her photographs of men and asks whom she likes. Hadj visits Mariam's home but her mom and dad are out of the house. He secretly looks at her dresses. When she appears cleaning the house, he goes and sits talking to her. She is very angry with him as she cannot go out because of him. He looks at her and gets attracted again. She catches his eyes and understands his desires. She asks him if he wants to drink something. With his lustful eyes, he says milk. She brings a glass full of milk and offers him. He purposefully spilled the milk on her thighs. She licks it seductively. She actively tries to turn him in her favor. While acting seductively, she asks him to talk to her father to let her complete sewing classes, and she promises she will wear the veil and also come to meet him. He agrees happily, but he suggests her to wear a veil outside the home. In the next scene, we see all 3 girls praying to God for resolving the disputes. Next day, when Youssef goes to his friend's restaurant, his friend asks him to remember the older days when all of them lived happily playing soccer. Hadj calls Youssef outside as he wants to talk. He requests Youssef to let his daughter visit Hadj to end the rumors and express his desire to marry her. He further assures them that he protects her like a second father. He says that all this gossip must cease. He knows how to take care of her. He will teach her about life. He will educate her. He will be her husband and a second father to her. She's happy in her first father's house. Her father's house is his house. Speaking of houses, he was offered a very good price to tear down their building and sell the land. He hasn't sold it yet for their sake. And especially for Mariam's. If God wishes to unite in matrimony, he will never mention rent again. The house will be yours. But Youssef replies that he can't assure anything right now. The TASS news agency has announced that the Soviet Minister of Foreign Affairs is in the Middle East trying to keep war at bay after the escalation of violence in the area. Those 3 boys send messages to the girls drawing hearts and their names in blood. Girls are not sure whether they love them or not but think that they are the ones who turned them into women. Gigi tells them about a place where they can meet the boys alone. After drinking some wine, Youssef starts missing his friends. He goes to his friends and starts talking again. The matter is resolved. The next morning is the festival when the girls plan to meet their lovers at a secret place. Hadj goes to Mariam's home and finds out a letter that they are running away. Here, girls meet boys and tell them we have only 15 minutes to do it. Hadj goes to Mariam's father and informs him about the letter. Youssef starts shouting at him as he desires for Mariam. Tate, who overheard girls' prayers at church, informs their father that decide to lose their virginity on the 15th of August. Youssef along with their friends goes to Carthage. The girls are already done before they reach and disappear from there. Their parents find them in a church praying together. They are relieved to see their daughters. Hadj vacates Mariam's neighbor's home. He's furious. He's making her leave. She has nowhere to go. Tate informs them that their name is also on the Hadj's list. Mariam hears everything. In anger, she goes home and wears a veil without wearing anything inside. She covers her face so that nobody can recognize her. She goes to Hadj's home. He asks her why she came. She opens the veil in front of him suddenly. Seeing this beauty, Hadj gets shocked and his heart stops working. He falls suddenly. Mariam runs away from there. Youssef and his friends decide to go fishing happily. All the girls are together now happily without any restrictions. A few months later, it's over. Finally, some good news. Tension is down in the Middle East. There won't be a war. It's great. Now all people are free from the fear of losing their homes as Hajj is no more. It becomes a happy ending. A Summer in La Goulette depicts the essence of friendship, love, and ethnic diversity in an ever-changing globe.